Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to spelling class. Let's continue working on Unit 8, Hiking the Appalachian Trail. First page, 83. Synonyms. Let's look for synonyms in this page. For each item below, choose the word that is most nearly the same in meaning as the word or phrase in boldface. Then write your choice on the line provided. A well-known literary authority. What an authority is.
The person who writes the story.
Yeah. So is A, B, C, or D? Gallant, volunteer, reserve, or scholar? Which one?
The C. What page, Miss?
83. You say reserve. That's an authority. A reserve is something that I keep.
The B.
No, it's the letter D. Scholar.
Scholar.
Yeah.
What is scholar?
Scholar. Because the definition says that. Exhausted after the race. Exhausted is?
A. The A.
The A is weary. Yes. Exhausted. 3. Racket. Heard the racket of the tire change.
And the C.
The letter?
E.
B.
D.
D. D.
D.
Ration is a portion. Plotted. Finish with ed. Well, all the options finish with ed too. So this one, no, because it wasn't the previous one. Yeah.
And the last word is uncover.
Uncover.
Means the A.
The A. It was the letter B. Letter B. Next one. Gave up. What is gave up? Gave up the treats.
Volunteer. The A, Miss.
Rationed. Rationed. It was the letter C. Letter C. You have to be completing the book, guys. Complete the books, please. How many we are?
We are 20.
20.
So I miss
One student.
Yeah.
You mean Gabriel?
Gabriel, right? Okay, the last one, offered. When you offer something,
Daddy.
is a letter?
Volunteer.
C.
Volunteer, yes, volunteered. Now, antonyms. The antonyms of scarce. Scarce is lack, is absence, absentee. Is letter?
C. The C.
The letter B.
The C.
No, the letter B. When you have plenty of something, you have enough. Tienes suficiente. But scarce is absentee, es ausencia, es falta de. So falta de is opposite of plentiful. Graceful, opposite of graceful. Gestures.
D.
D, awkward, yes. Awkward. Letter D, awkward es como extraño, como raro. And graceful es gracioso, es hermoso, es armonioso. Como a ballet dancer performance is armonioso. It's so beautiful to see her or him. Hot.
Look warm. Look warm.
Look warm.
This
Yes.
why the 6 has the answer already.
Oh, I did not cover it. That's why. Wasted. Opposite of wasted. Wasted. Reserved. Yes, reserved. Reserved. Blaze. Blazed.
Smaller.
Smolder. Yes, smolder. And the last one, cowardly gallant.
Gallant.
Cowardly behavior. Cowardly es un, como un comportamiento no muy valiente. So gallant. Did you finish the page?
The last page. Last page.
Yes, miss.
What a mess I did here. Or is it the same? 84. Is this one the 84? It's just the same we did, right?
No.
No.
84, this one.
The 84.
I don't finish.
Okay, you didn't finish the previous one? This one? Who is copying this?
Daniel.
Gabriel is here. Late, Gabriel, by the way. Did you finish that page, Gabriel? Finish, Daniel. And Gabriel?
Gabriel not to listen, miss.
No, because he's not ready. Bueno, seguimos. Oh, the first one. Everyone in town complained that the park was a mess.
The microphone.
Our school decided to do something about it. We volunteered to clean it up. Next one. Last Saturday, we got to work. We began by picking up trash. The bottles and cans. When we toast them into recycling bins. Un bin son esos basureros grandes, son los containers. Esos son bins, recycling bins. So what word do you think complete this one?
Miss Smolder.
Clattered, close, clattered when tossed them into recycling bins. So they make a noise. So, cuando usted los tiraba, like in a basketball, quickly. Then we went to work on the plants and the lawns. It was for the smaller children to use big brooms and rakes, but they did awkward. It was awkward for the smaller children to use big brooms. Era como extraño, raro, for smaller kids, smaller children to use big brooms, usar aquellas escobas. Of course, if the kid is small, the broom is big, la escoba le queda grande. Y el rake también le va a quedar grande. So it's awkward, it's como extraño ver a little kid with a broom because it's too big for him or for her. Oh, but look what it says. They did their best. We gathered all the fallen leaves and sticks and broken branches into a big heap to make a bonfire. One of the teachers lit the pile and we all watched as it
Miss, I see the answer of the first part of the second part.
Yeah, smoldered. Yeah, I didn't cover them. The next one, for a while, finally it burst into flame. By 4 o'clock, we were weary and ready to call it a day. Weary, tired, and ready to call it a day. We stood back to admire our work. The park looked beautiful. Everyone cheered. Then we home proudly. We what? Trusted. We trudged home proudly. We were ready for cold drinks and hot showers. After the fighting ending, many scholars have spent years studying what happened during the after World War II, Segunda Guerra Mundial. They have written hundreds of books about what life was like in Europe after the fighting ended. Getting something to eat was difficult. Yeah?
The last sentence is already the answer.
Yes. Getting something to eat was difficult. Crops had been destroyed, and many farm animals had been killed or starved to death. Were in short supply. What was in short supply? Rations. Rations. Rations were in short supply. Some families had managed to stash a few items in reserve. In reserve. Some families had managed to stash a few items in reserve, but thousands were hungry. Yeah, that one was a very sad situation. Fuel for heat was very scarce. Very scarce. O sea, estaba escaso. Fuel for heat. It was a luxury just to have some. It was a luxury. Era un lujo. Simplemente to have some lukewarm water for the bath. Tener agua caliente for the bath. Era un lujo. Because there were not fuel for heat. No había combustible para crear calor. No matter what kinds of fuel was. Podía ser leña, lo que sea. Kind and gallant soldiers gave their sweaters and blankets to shivering children and old people. Why? Because in those countries where the World War II happened, has very hard winter, and everything was destroyed, was terrible. That was a terrible situation. Even though life was hard and people had to struggle to get by, one thing was truly plentiful for the future. Finished? Because we still miss one more page.
No.
Yeah, one more page, but the last one is our it's a multiple choice. You have to choose A, B, C, or D.
Miss, let's do the page fast.
What happened, Alan?
Please, you put that. Why do you put that in 5 with the answers? With the answers.
No, let's continue. Ready? No, Alan is copying. Alan was out of this. You finished, Alan? Okay. Yes. Maria Fernanda, what about you?
Is at the end of the clock we can sing. I finished me.
Maria Fernanda, finished? No, Maria Fernanda is copying. Okay, in the next sentences, circle the letter next to the word or expression that best completes the sentence, or answer the question. Pay special attention to the word in bold-faced. That's what it says the next page. Are you reading your book? The number one says someone who feels awkward in front of an audience, might try it out for the talent show. Become an opera singer.
Miss, why you having the screen the ID5, the ID8?
Because Maria Fernanda was copying. That's what I was reading from another source.
You have a book spelling. You have a book spelling.
Why do I have 22 parts? No, 21. So what is the answer?
B.
Someone who feels awkward, alguien que se siente extraño, raro, in front of an audience might try it out for the talent show.
Sí.
Become an opera singer. Join the debating team. Avoid the drama club. If I don't feel comfortable in front of an audience, well, I will try to do something different. I will avoid drama club. Voy a evitar being in that club. Number 2, books are usually plentiful. Books are usually plentiful in a zoo, in a library, in a hospital, in a laundromat. Where? In a laundromat. You can find books in a laundromat. In the library.
I don't know why it's
Library, como una lavandería. The smoldering home was recently. The smoldering home was recently. Recently on fire. On fire. Yes. On fire. If milk is rationed, expect. This is what you might expect. A small serving of milk, all the milk you want, not milk at all, nothing at all to drink.
No,
because if milk is rationed, si la leche está siendo racionada, so you are going to expect a small serving of milk. 5. To reserve a library book, you borrow a friend's copy, go to a bookstore, put your name on a list, make a photocopy of it. You put your name on a list. Yeah. You put your name on a list because you want to reserve a library book. 6. You would measure a trash. You would. I didn't say would because that's another word. You would measure a trash. By the cup, by the gallon, by the pound, by the mile. By the mile. 7. By the mile. How many we are? 21. A gallant act on a cold day is to throw snowballs, to zip up your jacket, to offer your gloves to a friend, to stay inside during recess. Gallant. No. Gallant is a part of the definitions you have in the book is to being a kind person, ser una persona amable. That's also to be gallant. So you offer your gloves to a friend. That's a very kind action. With crowds of traffic clattering by, it would be late hard to, it would be, not would be very hard to. Cook a healthy supper. Find the neatest bus stop. Have a quiet conversation. Climb a step ladder. With a crowd. Un crowd. Yeah. Crowd es una multitud, es mucha gente. En traffic clattering y el tráfico haciendo mucha bulla. So, it would be very hard to have a quiet conversation. 9. To volunteer information, you would. You would freely tell what you know because you want to say the information voluntarily. Wary tourists might sit down and rest. Weary, tired. 11, which is probably lukewarm. A frosty pitcher of lemonade. A half-empty mug of cocoa. Lukewarm, yes. Lukewarm is tibio. If you are drinking a mug of cocoa, ya cuando va a la mitad. Cuando el mug va a la mitad, ya está más tibio. It's not so hot. Porque ya se ha tomado. ¿Hace cuánto la tiene ahí en el mug? A scholar probably spent years. A scholar, you are a scholar. And you don't spend years sewing. Sewing is costurando. You don't spend years sewing.
I finished, Miss.
Or eating or dancing. You spend years studying because you are scholars.
Miss, I finished.
Okay.
I think the school is boring. I finished, Miss.
No, I love to study. I love to study. It is tired for me because I am a mom, I have a work, and I have to take care of my house, but I love to study. And I think if I have some help at home, I would like to continue studying something else. I have 2 degrees from the university. Tengo dos títulos. And I would love to continue studying because I really love it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I will open your microphones and I want to know who is copying.
I finished, Miss.
Who is
I
copying?
finished too.
No, you are not. You are not
¿Quién
listening.
está copiando? ¿Quién está...
You are not listening to the question. My question is, who is copying? Porque por ese chico o por esa chica es que yo tengo que esperar. Who is copying?
I think Maria Fernanda, I think is copying. Yeah.
No.
I heard copy.
Okay, so no homework. Or do you have a homework in this class?
No.
No homework.
Yeah.
Okay. Show me.
Please, let's do something. Someone makes a Zoom meeting and we stay there.
Ah.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
yes.
thank you for your attention, guys. We spent a nice
No,
day
please, we need to show
today,
you the
which
book.
is which is December 1st. We are just beginning the Christmas month.
Yes.
We
Yay.
Okay,
Merry
have a
Christmas.
nice afternoon, guys.
Bye bye.